First thing is I was because we were doing Darknests to like get honor. Apparently getting Darknests is like the best way to like win Kingdom versus Kingdom. Like if you literally have like a full 100 person alliance doing nothing but Darknests the entire event, you can technically win and like be number one in honor without ever leaving zone one. Which is kind of funny. So we were doing a bunch of Darkness and I was very bored, and I decided to try to figure out the minimum troop configuration to beat every single level of Darknest. And so now granted, it's possible to probably beat these numbers if you spend a lot of money. Like I'm pretty sure there's a screenshot floating around somewhere that Mesron did where he like did a Darknest 9 and like with like 1,000 troops or something. But I think he had his Lord in the march, and so this is kind of different. This is literally no Lord, no heroes, and just troops. So you can see I have no heroes, and it's just 160 you know, tier 5 infantry. So I did that. I think you could probably go lower here, but I didn't want to keep doing it because I'd done like 3 of these already, and DN1s are like a total waste of time. So I'm like, okay, good enough. 160 for this. I tried 10 and that wasn't enough. So it's like somewhere between 10 and 160. And then level 2 I did with a 505. Oh no, I think the 5 is like people who joined, but so like 500 troops, and I had like I had no wounded. Okay, so I could probably do less, like maybe 450 or something, I don't know. And then the 3, I think I had wounded with 500. Yeah, I had 3 wounded with 500, so you need maybe 550 or something. Level 4 I did 2400 and I had no wounded, so you might be able to go less than this. But I tried 800 at first and that wasn't enough. So definitely need more than that. Then, so I did 3000 and I think I had like 20 wounded or 15. So maybe like 3100 or something. And then let's go back to the collection here. The 6, I had 9,000 and I had a couple wounded, so maybe like 9,500. And then the 7, which lots of people can do 20,000. Like that's kind of like a pretty common thing once people get Legion level 10 defense research, to like as soon as you do that you can do 20,000. And so I'd known that, so I wanted to see how low I could go, and the lowest I could go was 16,500. Now I'm sure that, you know, once you get like costumes and things like that, you could probably improve this, but the thing is, not by a whole lot, because the biggest thing that matters is Legion defense, and you can't really get that from anything else. Like I've already gotten all of the passive Legion defense you can get, and so the only thing that would be left would be like hero talents and things like that. And so more Legion attack will probably help, but probably not by a lot. Like I don't think it's gonna go down to like 10 or something. But yeah, so that was just me being bored and like screwing around. So that was the kind of funny thing I did. But then the more useful thing that I did was I figured out how to get my wounded from around 600 on a Darknest 8 to 278. So I basically like cut my wounded in half. And the way I did that was I added another infantry hero. So normally I have a archer epic hero here instead of Braum, which is like an infantry hero. I don't really like him because he didn't add attack, and so I didn't really want to use him. But apparently, because he gives infantry defense, basically I added in this extra hero. It increased my infantry defense by like 17%. And then I was able to reduce my wounded from 600 to 278. That spawned another thing that I added to the calculator. So let me show that real quick. I added this hero planner section. So essentially I want to have two teams now. I want to have DN heroes and PvP heroes. Yeah, so essentially I'll have a team of 6 heroes for Darknests, and the main reason is because I want to get Legion defense and infantry defense as like talents, but I don't want to waste a talent slot with infantry defense for my PvP heroes, so I'm only going to do it on the heroes that I'm not using for PvP. And then my other heroes that don't have inf defense and just have like HP and attack and stuff like that will be PvP heroes. And I want to have, you know, see what my current teams are and then what my goal ones are. And I came up with my PvP team. So I got to still finish this, but it's kind of the direction I'm going in. And then the other thing is gems are not cost efficient. I mean, nothing's fucking cost efficient in this game, honestly, but the gems are just super expensive. These are like the hybrid infantry gems that give defense. They give hardly any defense, but just this amount makes a pretty big difference. So essentially on my Darkness set, I have the infantry defense gems, but then I can switch to, I wish you could label these, but and I switched to this one, which is my PvP set. This has HP, so infantry HP gems. So essentially PvP, you get HP bonuses, and then when you're doing Darkness, you go for the infantry defense. But that way I can spam like a Darkness 9 with no wounded, which isn't, it's not easy, but it's not impossible. Versus, let me just kind of give you an example here. There's a player by the name of Joe who just like blew me away. It was the first time I ever saw anybody do a Darkness 9 with no wounded. So yeah, Darkness 9, no wounded, and I was just baffled by this. Like, it's like, how the hell did he get no wounded on this? And at the time, I really didn't understand. I was like, his defense isn't that high, so it can't be that. It's probably like this 500 HP, or it's like, you know, this archer attack, or this infantry defense, or something. Like, I honestly didn't really know what the hell it is. Well, apparently 390 Legion defense is a lot. Like right now I only have 318, and to get to this, essentially the only way you can get this high is to do hero talents, which are, if you max it all the way out, it's $300. I don't know if I necessarily have to max it out. I mean, maybe I eventually will, but like the point is, level this Legion defense, and then you can get to, you know, the 0 wounded on the Darkness 9. So that, I mean, $300, maybe 600 to get like 2 different heroes with Legion defense. I mean, there's some other tricks you do too, but like even $600 is nothing compared to, like, if you want to try to compete with this freaking guy, Sun Tzu. I mean, this guy, I don't know what he spent, but if I had to guess, like at least 30,000, maybe like 60,000. I honestly have no idea how much something like this costs. But to try to compete with somebody like this is just like beyond anything I'll ever be able to do. And even if I had like $30,000 to drop on this, I wouldn't want to do it. I'd rather just get more, you know, rental properties or something, you know. So this is just like completely out of reach, but the infantry defense and doing really well on like Darknests, that is realistic. and extremely useful, because you get that, and now you can just spam Darkness 9s during KVKs, and you get no wounded, and you're just racking up honor for everybody. So that's like my main goal right now, is to get to 0 on a Darkness 9, and then, you know, as I like play over the next several months or whatever, I'll just get extra, you know, packs for diamonds, and then use the like the upgrades in the side for the diamonds for like more talents or leveling the dragon or whatever. So